Hey, what's up, everyone? I just wanted to talk really quickly, and then I'm going to get back to doing what I was doing. I was just taking care of a few things outside, and I just started looking online, and I've been looking recently and noticing that they've been talking about 5G towers. And in the state of Tennessee, by the way, if I sound strange, I've got Tic Tacs in. I've got Tic Tacs in my mouth, but Bellevue has put up 5G towers, and Nashville has plans to put up 5G towers. They said they put up 5G towers in various places, and obviously did not ask the residents because, let's face it, they don't really give a fart whether the people like it or not. They don't care. And yes, I said fart, not anything else. But they don't care what people think. They pretty much stated when the health concerns came out, the people stated. Sadly, I don't know why the president had to approve 5G, and he wants it nationwide as quickly as possible. I don't think he's not either aware of what the ramifications are, or he's just. Of course they let that go. If anything else he had stated he wanted to pass, they would be like, no, we're going to stand in your way. But because it was 5G, they said the time has come for a new way to do wireless and 5G. And first of all, a lot of companies are wondering, why are you abandoning the way of fiber optics? Fiber optics is fast enough and can transmit through the cables we have now and through the through wireless towers we have now. It's not like 5G is that important right now. People are good enough with 300 megabits per second, a gig. Come on. Transmission from towers are fast enough, and so are landline, the fiber optic cables. But of course, the people in Bellevue and Nashville, they asked, hey, can you please take these down or put them somewhere else? And they said, well, they're going up nationwide anyway. I'll show you a video from News Channel 5 very soon in Nashville, Tennessee here. It's here on this website. It states that an unwelcome addition to one Middle Tennessee neighborhood has people concerned and speaking out. And the towers that you see shown in this video are what I seen put up on electric poles randomly throughout the highway, throughout the road. I'd say about 4 miles from our house. I don't know why it's frozen here. But of course, when residents display concern, or when residents ask, hey, please remove these things, they don't give a frick what people think. They couldn't care less. They couldn't care less. Yes, a lot of people say could care less, but that's not the correct way to put it. But, it means you could care a little bit, but you do care a little. Anyway, that's always been something that annoyed me. An unwelcome addition to one Middle Tennessee neighborhood has people concerned and speaking out. New AT&T 5G cell towers. They promise faster internet speeds and service, and some Bellevue residents aren't happy to see them. They're just feet from their homes. The initial reaction was, what does this mean? James, who actually lives on Bellevue Road, he just has a lot of questions. He said, we have a lot of questions in the neighborhood. James said a new cell tower is closer to his home than his mailbox. They put it right near his house. Once he said he learned the large pole that mysteriously appeared about a month ago was a cell tower. He shared the information on his neighborhood's Facebook page. Others chimed in with concerns about the possible impact of their property values and health. Because the talk online is that 5G towers are very unhealthy. He said, as a homeowner and as a parent, we want to know what are the long-term effects. If there are any, we want to know. But of course, the companies, like I stated, they don't give a frick. They don't give a crap what people have to say. It's that you don't have a right. Like some people, well, I'm not having one of these on my property. They're never putting one up. They've got another thing coming. Because it's stated under the ordinance, under the law, that these companies have written under 5G's website that this rollout is a nationwide project, and you will have no say on. There is no saying no. They said you cannot say no. You can only say where do you want it put, or where you can only have a say on where in front of your house you want it or what location, if that. And they said if they don't ask you, this is just too bad. But another tower recently installed on Highway 70 South in front of the apartment complex. Neighbors said that they received no advance notice, which they won't, and the new additions were their HOA wasn't supplied with any information either. In a statement, a spokesperson for AT&T said the towers are part of a nationwide 5G expansion, the fifth generation project, which includes parts of Nashville and areas throughout Tennessee, by the way. They didn't mention that, but AT&T is the first and still only company to make mobile 5G live in the United States. Service is available in 12 cities today, and they plan to deploy 5G in parts of Nashville and 8 other cities later this year. I already told about that. If they had been watching my channel, they might have actually seen that the 5G was coming starting in March. I stated, I think back in January, I stated that 5G was coming in February, March, and then they were going to roll it out in 12 places, including areas of Nashville and various places throughout Tennessee in the middle of this year. So, I mean, I already told people that, but they didn't see my channel, but I don't like to be, and I told you so, but I told you so. They gonna get her done regardless of what people think. They gonna put that tower up there in Tennessee. I said, I think back in January and February I was stating that it was coming middle of this year, and then the full rollout happens sometime next year. For 5G development, they said over the wave spectrum will utilize small cell infrastructure to deliver service where customers need it most. Small cells are critical as they add to the immediate benefit of additional capacity to the LTE network, and they also lay the groundwork for 5G and other technologies. I don't know why my phone just brightened by itself, but of the future, such as smart cities. That's what they're talking about. They lay the groundwork for 5G and other technologies of the future. Smart cities. And you know what? Tennessee is planning smart cities now. And autonomous cars. The Internet of Things. That's what they stated. Smart cities. I gotta dim my phone. I don't know why it got so bright. It'll die quickly if I don't. It went all the way to 100%. Hold on. But smart cities are something that smart cities are where everything is smart. You already know that. I mean, everything is watching you, and it's feeding the video footage of you, the pictures they take of you. It's feeding everything in real time to the servers, and they're watching everything at all times, and the artificial intelligence is seeing everything and responding to it in real time. Almost like a false god, really. That's really what it's like. It knows everything and can pull any information up at all times, and it can see you at all times, sort of like the system of the beast. And that's what they plan. Even in Nashville, Tennessee, even in Tennessee, they plan it everywhere. Smart cities and autonomous cars. Autonomato, whatever it was Dale Gribble said. But autonomous cars and the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things. That's like your smart lights and your electric appliances, if they are modern, which none of our electric appliances are that modern. Appliances are that modern, except for the smart lights. You know, the Google speaker, all of your devices connected to Wi-Fi, and anything you have connected to Wi-Fi. That's the Internet of Things. That's the a connection of networks making up the internet, and that's what they mean by that, but which you probably already know that. I was listening to that song earlier. That's a catchy song. It was playing various songs by him. I think it was Ryan Upchurch of the Redneck. That it was a song, "Can I Get an Outlaw?" It's a catchy and truthful song, really. It's got a good sound. It's got a catchy sound to it. "Can I Get an Outlaw?" But anyway, back to this. What were they stating? They were saying that they want to make everything, basically everything, interconnected worldwide. And I'll show you the video next from Nashville, Tennessee's News Channel 5. obviously they said we need our cell phones and we need technology. That's what the guy stated. We need our cell phones. We need technology. I've never had an experience where, but he said I've never had an experience where it is so close to our house. And they stated that Metro Council member Dave Rosenberg, who represents the Bellevue area, said FCC regulations prohibit Metro from stopping the towers. See, there you go. FCC regulations that were put out. The people had the chance to. We all got messages and various things. They prohibit. The FCC regulations prohibit Metro Nashville from stopping the towers. Meaning you have no say. The city council has no say. The government has no say. Companies, the public, the general public, it's supposed to be what we think is what should matter. What the general public, what the people think is what should matter. If they put something at my house, I should have a say. If they put something on my property, on our property, I should have a say. I should say, hey, I don't want this on my property. Can you put it somewhere else, just a little bit away from me? Oh, sure. No, FCC regulations that were put into place a few years ago prohibit anyone from stopping the towers. And that's what I reported on back in January. I gave the link and I stated, hey, if you all want to protest on this, if you want to sign, put your signature in. And people were doing that. They were stating, hey, we need to say no. We need to put our signatures in. Talk to our local lawmakers so they can have this ban for health risks until it is further studied. They did that in Russia and they did it in Europe and it worked. It worked. They rolled it. They pushed it back and they're going to study it. Did they do it here in the United States? No, because the majority of people out there are so brainwashed that they paid no attention to it, and they just thought, oh, my technology, oh, okay, my phone, and let's just ignore it and let the elites do what they're going to do. Oh, well, moving back to this. I love you all, by the way. They have limited powers to regulate minor aesthetic details. That's all. Like as I was saying in January and February and repeated earlier, they have limited powers to regulate minor aesthetic details. That's it. Only like, oh, you could put it a few feet. Tell us which spot of your property you want it. You can tell us. You can tell them, okay, you can move it a couple of feet. That's it. That's basically it. That's all you have. You can say is, I want it just a couple of feet over. That's about all. Right? You don't even have that power, but. He encouraged residents to reach out to senators or congressmen with their concerns, but at this point, I'm sorry, but it's too late to reach out to Congress members and senators because they already let it happen, and as it states, you can have no regulations can prohibit it. So that is the update on that. I will post the video next, so you can watch the video regarding this. I'll go ahead and let you hear it, and I'm going to post the video. Thank you for watching. My PayPal and Patreon are both below. Maybe someone can donate. More people can donate, and helps through some tough times and help through this crazy world and this journey. I'm glad I have you all, and I thank you so much. But if you'd like to donate at any time, you can. Peace and much love. Let me know what you think about this 5G rollout. Peace. Bye.